Hey guys, Britto here, welcome back to Lawn Mowing Simulator. Here we are for episode number 2, which is still part of the demo version. We'll head straight in, check out what we've got going on here. So we've got our HQ, can't actually see anything here, this is actually a new screen for me. Upgrade, purchase HQ, so you can change buildings, that's pretty cool. So red wall building, white hall house, Windsor Garages, or the Moderna Estate. Awesome. Advertisements, social media ads, local flyers, printed media, so extra RP per day. That's pretty good as well. Edit company, which you can change our logo and stuff. Edit play, we don't need to do. Our garage, of course, which has got our Knights OFS1. Or we can go through and take a look at the garden in Kingsbury house. So let's put ourselves on our vehicle. 99.5% cut. General cut 6 to 7. Okay, current grass range 12 to 20, so quite overgrown in some spots. Recommended deck width 110, so yeah, 6 to 7 centimeters. Let's make sure we get down to that right height. So of course we'll head out and do our yard check. Make sure there's nothing there that's going to damage any of our equipment, damage our blades, or damage the mower itself. One thing that I usually do in my real life business as well is always do a quick walk around the property. I do have it in my terms of service that it's the owner's responsibility to make sure there's nothing left behind on the ground or anything. If I run over anything which I happen to miss, which is hidden, that happens to damage any of my equipment, then the owner of the property may be liable. Same as if I cause any damage to their property by hitting something that is has been hidden that they've left behind and I haven't seen. It's also, potentially their responsibility. So, alright, let's get stuck in. Kingsbury house. So there should be 4 objects. Okay, there's one. What's that? A kid's toy, a car. Let's come for a quick run. Run around this side. There's a gnome. Yeah, we don't run over that thing. We'll have an angry saw gnome otherwise. Right, nothing I can see there. So there's another car over here. Couple of cars. And some paper, newspaper. Yep, awesome. Alright, so still not a fan of how the mouse is on the screen, because potentially if I turn that way and click, it gets me out of the game. So that's quite annoying for me. Right, so let's jump on. Start the engine. One thing I'd like to see is us checking the fuel and oil and stuff before we start. Obviously that's something we should do in real life. So cut 6 to 7 centimeters. We want to cut as low as possible, obviously. Right, so let's lower the deck, gauge the blades, and let's get our camera set up. We'll do our first run around the outside. Try not to hit any of their plants or anything. Right, so I wonder, should disengage the blades and then re-engage them. I mean, we're only going over a little footpath. Me in real life, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just keep going. Obviously I don't have a ride-on over push mower, so I'd be able to lean it back a little bit and just sort of sneak over the top of it then. So after the first episode, it's done pretty well on the channel. The game is actually out on Steam, like the demo version is, for all you guys to check out. So if you guys haven't seen it on Steam just yet, go and check it out, grab the demo and have a look for yourselves. Not quite sure how much content is in the actual demo. From what I was told, I think it's only the job we did before and this job, so there's not a great deal. But still, it's a good first look at the game. It's going to be quite popular once it's released, I believe. And there's a few people around me that are other local mowing contractors who I've told that I got early access to, and have told them about the demo and stuff, and they're all, keen to check it out. So it's not just us gamers, it'll be the people that actually do lawn maintenance in real life will actually, you know, check out the game and that sort of thing. So I want to do a quick shout out to the same thing I did last episode to Blade Mate Lawn Care. He's another guy that I watch on YouTube. Head on over, subscribe to his channel, hit the like button, let him know that I sent you if you haven't seen him before. Same as the Lawn Care Juggernaut. He's another guy that I watch as well. Both of those guys are pretty inspirational when it comes to servicing people's properties for free for people that can't necessarily do it themselves for whatever reason, whether they've, you know, got an injury or have just had surgery, that sort of stuff. They actually go out and service people's properties for free, which is awesome. The income from YouTube actually covers the cost of servicing the property, so it's great to see those people giving back to the community. I always get confused when I'm reversing this thing. This articulation gets me every time. Right, so just trying to look at the grass and see if there's any indication of where the high spots are. I mean, obviously where the camera is now, can't really see. You can definitely see the different shades of colour in the grass. There'll be the odd high spot here and there, and no doubt. Oh, there we go. It's a thick spot or a higher spot. So I did a lawn care job today for someone as a one-off. The lawn was quite overgrown, a good, you know, same as this one, 15-20 centimetres. It was quite a tough little job, but they're the jobs that I like doing, because then you can actually turn around at the end of the job and realise that you've made a difference, especially if you take the before and after shots and compare them. You know, when I got there, the lawn was quite overgrown and not looking very good. And when I left, you know, the lawn was cut nice and short. It looked pretty good. I'd done the edges and all that sort of stuff too, so matches all the other houses in the street. I mean, that's the other thing I like doing as well. You know, some people out there, like this particular client today, she admitted that her and her husband hate gardening, hate mowing the lawn, which, you know, a lot of people do. And that's fine. That's why there's guys like me out there that do it. But they're not only making their own house look bad by not maintaining their lawn, but the entire street. So, you know, for me, it's good to get out there and get a lawn like that, you know, nice and tidy and making it look good like everyone else's, so the neighbours and stuff don't have to look at an eyesore every day. Alright, we're getting through this pretty quick, 36%. I don't think I've missed too much, just an odd little patch of grass here and there, but it's not too bad. Just try and get around these garden beds without running over any of these plants again like I did in the first episode. Try not to damage the grass either. It's one thing that we did several times in that first episode as well. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this game. The game looks really good. The way the guy, you know, the character is sitting there looks really, really good. Looks legit like a real person. The way they, you know, turn their head when they're reversing and that sort of stuff, it is pretty bloody cool. They've done a really, really good job. So I'm not sure how far away the official release date is going to be. It's one thing I'm still waiting on back from the guy that sent me through the key. He's one of the PR people that developers have hired to, you know, get the name out there for the game. So yeah, hopefully it's not too far away. Full release. Like, the game looks pretty polished for now. I know there was one person that commented on my first episode. I do apologise, I completely forgot who it was. Said that it was a bit, frame rate was pretty bad, but I mean, I haven't noticed anything wrong with the frame rate I've got a pretty decent PC, and I've got all the settings up as high as possible, and I don't really notice any bad frame rate or anything, so I'm not quite sure where he's getting that from. Maybe it's his own playthrough. Do a bit of first person now. Let's look down a little bit more. Try and get around this garden bed without damaging anything. Make sure I don't miss any of the grass, but yeah, also don't hit any of these plants if we can avoid it. As I said, this view, we still need to see like our operator's feet and our hands and stuff. That would be just making it that next level really, really good. I know I missed a little bit. There it is. Look, we're over halfway now. I can't remember what this job was paying, but I know it's paying a lot more than what I would charge for it in real life. It's good to see that the ground's not 100% level as well. You know, it's up and down, and you don't really notice it as much from the outside view, but obviously from first person you can definitely see the way the ground slopes away. Definitely took on the bigger side first up. What are we, nearly 60%, so we're definitely getting through it. Let's have a look at our vehicle condition. That's still fine because you haven't hit anything like last episode. And also the blade condition is going down a little bit, which is good. So it's not just from running over cement with your blades engaged, it's just, you know, general wear and tear, which is really cool. Right, I'm pretty sure I've got most of that. A couple of little bits here I missed. Yep, so it looks pretty good. We got most of it. I do really enjoy doing it from first person as well, but I don't know what you guys prefer. Prefer first person or third person? I mean, for me personally, you know, it's meant to be a simulator. It should be first person. I mean, I don't know anyone in real life that mows a lawn in third person view. You know, it's all first person for us. We're trying to simulate the real thing, so. But if you guys have got any ideas or suggestions for the developers about what you'd like to see in the game, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments section. I know some things I'd definitely like to see is obviously like fertilizer spraying, so we can fertilize people's lawns and stuff like that. Weed spraying, maybe weed removal, garden bed revamps, like we do in real life. Use of a whippersnipper or weed whacker, depending on where you're from. Garden edging, maybe use it as like a little mini game or something like that. Would be pretty cool. So there's a lot of things that they can add to the game. As far as future jobs and stuff, I'd like to see some commercial jobs. So whether it be like, you know, an ambulance station, a hospital, fire station, police station. I think, you know, like soccer field or football field, because we're in England, obviously, a football field, whether it be local or somewhere big, you know, like Manchester United or something, like their stadium, something like that would be, I think would be really, really cool. And then just some more residential, whether you do, you know, like high-rise apartment buildings or just normal houses, that sort of stuff. I think one of the really cool things that they could add to the game, if possible, would be randomly generated jobs. So if there's a way possibly that they could make it so every time you maybe obviously have normal generated jobs, so normal missions that everyone would do, and maybe even have like a leaderboard sort of thing, but then have it so once you complete all those jobs, they have randomly generated jobs. So it'll pick a random house, random size block or land, and then random gardens, random footpaths and stuff like that. So every time that we go into a new lawn later on, there'll be something completely unique every time. So I just don't know how many initial places we're going to have to mow, and obviously once you've mowed everything, yes, you can do it like we do in real life and come back and keep up regular maintenance, but it'd be good to have something different every time as well. So it's one thing that they could potentially add. So I don't know how difficult that would be, but that would be bloody awesome. You know, similar to what I do sometimes in real life. A lot of the jobs that I do are one-off jobs where it's, you know, heavily overgrown. People have just neglected their lawn quite a bit, so it'll just be like making procedurally random generated you know, map or customer. So for me it's sort of different every time. Also I do have about 35 to 40 regular clients which I take care of fortnightly to monthly. But yeah, the idea of having the game like this, I think it'd be pretty cool to have it so it's randomly generated at certain times. Maybe towards the end of the career would be really awesome. So I guess I have also asked the guy that sent me through the key for some keys to do a little bit of a giveaway. So fingers crossed the developers will give the okay for that and I can do a giveaway leading up to the full release. But one thing I want to know from you guys is, do you actually have a lawn maintenance company that you either own or someone that you work for? Are you in the lawn maintenance business, or is this just something that, you know, a game that you want to just check out and just play because, you know, you like mowing lawns at home, or is this something you think would be pretty cool to play as a game? Let me know. It'd be interesting to see how many people out there actually, you know, fellow, you know, lawn maintenance people that are actually excited to come home after a long day and, you know, jump on the computer and mow a lawn, which I am. Like, it's pretty cool. This is why you need a zero turn. It's like this. Lovely. I missed a few little bits, but not too bad. We're 88%, so we're not too bad. Only 15 minutes into the job, so we're tackling it pretty quick. Now, one thing I would also like to see is, not in the game but from you guys, is how would you tackle this job? Would you do what I'm doing and go around the outside a couple of times, then go up and down, or would you just continually go around and around and around and around like in a circle? Now, you guys let me know what you think. I know for me in real life, what I always do, each job is always, you know, usually whip a snip first, do the you know, the edges of the path and driveway, and then around the fences and all that sort of stuff. Snip all that down, and then I usually come through with the mower and go around the area. Usually once, sometimes twice, depending on how difficult it is to turn around. And then do the up and down motion. I just find it easier to go up and down, that way you sort of can always keep on top of the last line that you had. Especially if you're regularly maintaining the lawn and it doesn't grow overly fast. Sometimes it makes it difficult to see, you know, the bits that you've already mowed and haven't mowed when there's not a great deal of difference. Oh god, I don't like this articulation when I'm trying to reverse. It's good when you're driving forward, but not when you're going backwards. 98.4. Pretty close. I think we did a much better job than we did last episode. Alright, what I want to do is try and get a decent screenshot. So if I can get the camera to work with me. I'm actually using the mouse here, the mouse wheel, and it's moving forwards and backwards instead of zooming in and out. But there we go, quick screenshot. Now my mouse is sort of all over the place. Alright, let me try and reset it. There we go. That might help a little bit. Now we need to look at bits that we've missed. It's not a massive amount, but need to get that extra 0.5%. Now I really can't see massive amounts. This extra little 0.5 is going to be quite difficult, I think. Yeah, so there's bits here and over there, and there's no massive bits that I've missed. Right, oh, yep, destroyed a flower. Just trying to get as close as I can. Hitting all these bits, but they're not really changing how much I've missed. Bits and pieces here. This is, I think 99% is good. 99.5 is probably a little bit much, especially with all these garden beds. You know, you don't want to be running over the garden beds and stuff all the time. There's definitely not. Oh, there's a big spot there. That made zero difference to the amount we've missed. Might be plenty around there as well. Oop, just damaged the ground. Yeah, around here we've missed quite a bit. It's just this plant, like I don't want to... It's better, but still not perfect. Alright, little strip here. Little strip there, little bits everywhere. Oh, there it is. There's that 0.5% we've missed. Oh, face palm. There we go. I can't leave that though. Oop. There we go, much better. Right. Let's head back to the trailer now. So yeah, maybe 99.5% is pretty good. Like, if I'd have known that was there, we wouldn't have had to go and find those little bits. Right, let's reverse this thing up on here. I do not like the way this drives it all in reverse. Especially when I can't really see. There we go. Look at that, that is absolutely gorgeous. Take a quick screenshot. There we go. That's beautiful. Kingsbury house. Lovely. And I'd like to be able to maybe not only upgrade our HQ and our lawnmowers and stuff, maybe our trailer, our vehicle. You know, obviously start at the bottom. Like for me now, I've only got a cheap Australian ute, which cost me a few $1,000s. An old box trailer my pop gave me, which I've built into an enclosed trailer. So it's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. But I'd like to upgrade eventually, and that's what I'd like to do in the game as well. So with side discharge type decks, think about your direction of cut at all times to avoid leaving clippings on pass. There we go. That's what we need to do. That's why we need the blower. See? Side discharge wherever you want, and then clean up with a blower. Obviously, me today, with the job I did that was overgrown, I had to use my side discharge on my Toro Time Master. But I did make sure I tried to blow as much as I could back onto the grass and not onto the driveway or onto the road and that sort of stuff. So definitely unprofessional. You see a lot of people out there that do mow and discharge and just throw shit everywhere and don't clean up. So there we go, $325 for 20 minutes work. I wish I could earn that much. Ground check 628. Ground check earnings 20 bucks. Cut bonus £9. Okay, so 1 flower destroyed, 1 collision. Where was that collision? Ground damage was pretty cheap, so that's not too bad. Alright, pretty happy with that. Blade damage a little bit, but that's just general wear and tear, no engine or vehicle damage. Perfect. And our fuel went just over a third of a tank we used. So now we're a newcomer rank 2. Not sure what that unlocks. Oh no, amateur level 1. Unlock Millbrook Guard General Cut. Thanks for playing the Steam Next Fest demo. Go to wishlist and follow to keep up to date with the game. Thanks for playing, have feedback, join our Discord, which I've already joined as well. But there we go guys, that's the end of the demo version. That was bloody awesome. Can't wait for this to be released. As I said, hopefully I can get some keys for a giveaway upon full release. But if you guys enjoyed this one, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know if you've got your own lawn mowing company, if you work for someone, and any ideas, suggestions you've got for the game for future content. Leave it in the comment section. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.